All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping into the biggest winners and biggest losers from a wild start to the NBA free agency thus far. We're going to look at each team, I guess. We got an article up here from Bleacher Report, and they're listing out the winners and losers so far in free agency. And it has been a pretty damn wild free agency, whether it's free agent signings, contract extensions, contracts, trades, all that stuff. It has been pretty wild so far. So we're going to jump into this article, and we're going to react to it, see if I agree, disagree with any of it. But yeah, guys, we got the Larry Bird, Julius Erving choke hat on today. It's got the corny basketballs on the side. Drop a like for the hat. Everyone always rags on this hat. I just think it's a unique hat, so sue me. I'm wearing it for this video. But hey, guys, like the video, hit that subscribe button, and then I want to know what you guys think is the biggest move, whether it's a negative or a positive, the biggest thing to happen in free agency so far. Let me know in the comments down below, and we're gonna start doing comment shout outs. So if you do drop a comment next time we do an NBA video, we're gonna give a random shout out in the next video, and we'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, let's jump right into this, guys. We're going through again. It's on Bleacher Report. Go check that out if you guys want to see this article for yourself. But we're gonna go through and look at what they have to say here. So the winners and losers from the wild start to the 2022 NBA free agency. First winner we have, max players. I mean, this is, to be honest, this year's a little bit different, but it's always going to be, look at these numbers. It's always going to be, you know, if you are a free agent in the right time in the NBA, oh my gosh, you are a winner for sure. So look at these numbers. Bradley Beal, 5 for 251. And these guys might not even be on this team. You know what I mean? They're just getting these contracts that they're kind of cementing their feet into. Jokic, 264. Book, 214, which weirdly, I got a lot of comments on the last video being like, oh, like react to the Devin Booker signing, because apparently people don't like that signing. If you're a Phoenix fan, they don't like that he's going to be the cover of the 2K23 either. I like D-Book. But I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority there. But Cat, 224. It's kind of crazy to me. Karl-Anthony Towns, you know, it seems like, oh, he always wants to be out of Minnesota, blah, blah, blah. He's stuck there for the long run. Ja Morant, crazy, 231. Zach LaVine, 215.2. You got to get that .2 in there. Garland, 193. And then this one, Zion right here, is kind of wild to me. Like Zion Williamson, yes, he's had that one sort of healthy run, but holy crap, he has done absolutely nothing. And I'll go on a little bit of a Zion rant here. He really hasn't done anything. You guys probably hate me for that, but when you think about it, that's a lot of money to pay to a guy that hasn't even proven that he can even get on the floor consistently. But my theory is, and I feel like it's a fair theory, right? They just can't go and let him walk or do anything. Like, he was the most hyped up prospect. They got him #1 pick. He was pretty good when they saw him. They're just anchored into having to ride out the Zion ride. You know what I mean? So I think that that's where this comes from. For absolute sure. But it is kind of crazy because these are massive numbers, and it even says right here in the article before we get to the Warriors there, right now you can't really say you know what's gonna happen, but a couple of these numbers, if any of these guys don't work out, Ja Morant, Zach LaVine, Garland, Zion, they're all getting paid on recency bias there. So interesting. But here we go. Losers, Warriors, they're one of the bigger losers here. They did lose obviously Gary Payton, Otto Porter Jr., who looks like right here as I'm reading this, tied for second on the team in value over replacement. Gary Payton Jr. more so. I feel like Otto Porter you kind of take and plug and play wherever you want, but Gary Payton, I think that he could have been very good for this team, to be completely honest, like going forward, because this is a team that doesn't necessarily have that guard or honestly 1 through 4 defense, right? Outside of Draymond, sure. But Gary Payton, I think, could have been massive for this team. And yeah, he's gone now. Best of luck to him, though. Good for him, you know, kind of riding that way. He's had a crazy story, so good for him. Winner, my Boston Celtics up in here. Malcolm Brogdon being the thumbnail, for sure. And they're going to get Danilo Gallinari, but even getting Malcolm Brogdon and saying, hey, Pacers, take a bag of chips. And I do think that that's the case. Malcolm Brogdon, injury prone, I get it. But a first-round pick and then no, like, starting players, no valuable players. I think they really did sort of land that. And then Danilo Gallinari, he's going to sign with Boston. Obviously, it's not, I guess, official yet, but Gallinari still can ball. I think he scored 12 points per game last year, if memory serves correct. But Malcolm Brogdon at 19, 5, and 6 last year, only played 30-ish games. But 2 huge acquisitions here, and really takes a team that was in the finals last year, takes a team that was in the finals and allows them to get sort of to that next level. When you think about it, a lot of people were saying that the Celtics need to blow it up. They need to do this. They need to do that. No, they just got to the finals, kind of proved all those people wrong during the year. And now it's about adding little moves here and there to getting over that hump, which the hump, crazily enough, is that one extra step. They were 2-1 in that series. You know, you win that game 4, oh, man, things could be different, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Loser, the Mavericks here. They did get Christian Wood, so you know, that's tough, I guess. Let's see what we got here, though. If you simply go estimated wins, dunks, threes, communal metric, the Dallas Mavericks have actually added more than they lost, but it has a lot to do with the Christian Wood trade that preceded free agency, and it doesn't account for JaVale McGee or a fit alongside Wood. McGee expects to start. That's interesting. That is really, really interesting. That's yikes, I didn't know that. But Spencer Dinwiddie should be able to fill some gaps, but I guess that they're saying Jalen Brunson out the door is a big deal. And it's not as simple as just snagging some other free agent to replace Brunson's production. Now, I think Christian Wood is an absolute underrated player. If we go to StatMuse here, his stats are crazy. If you go and watch the video that we have on the channel of most underrated players in the NBA, there's like 3 guys that technically rank where Christian Wood ranks, in like 18 points, 10 rebounds, and also shooting 38+% from 3. It's pretty damn crazy, but yeah, he is a Maverick now. Let's look at his year-by-year stats. Like, this guy has been, I feel like he didn't really get known until probably Detroit, right? Like, no one's thinking about this dude. 17 games, 13-8, and then all of a sudden Detroit, 62 games played. So let's look there. 13 points per game, 21 points per game, 18 points per game. I mean, the dude can play. 16.9 there in the half season with Pelicans. But yeah, Christian Wood, I think, is a good addition there, so I can see it. I think that Jalen Brunson's production is going to be, especially with Luka when he gets injured, a ball handler and stuff like that. But I do think that the Mavericks maybe are not one of the biggest losers. The Knicks getting Brunson, that is obviously huge here. Re-signing Mitchell Robinson, who I really do like, and then Hartenstein. Wow, that's interesting. Top 20 in box plus minus. So being able to bring him in, that's not look at this though. Talk about splitting hairs. Over 75 possessions. That's what Hartenstein averaged. Like, come on. See, this is where I put the Nuggets. I mean, the Mavericks, where the Nuggets are. They're winners and losers. Things about the Mavericks definitely won this year. Some stuff, I guess, that they lost. But the Nuggets, best player in the world. They got Jokic long-term. That's probably where the win is. You know, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I don't think DeAndre Ayton is anything too particular here. But I don't know if I'd totally classify them as a loser. They did get Bruce Brown, an absolutely great defender. So let's see what we got here. If Brown puts it all together, it'll be an excellent fit, and with one of the best playmakers in the world around to feed him, there's reason to believe he will. So are they just saying, I guess I'm skimming through this, right? Are they just saying that because of DeAndre Ayton, that's the loss? Like, because there were plenty of options that made more sense than him, that's the loss? I don't know about that. I do think the Nuggets, you know, being able to sign Jokic long-term probably is enough of a win. Winner Clippers. Okay, because John Wall. I mean, John Wall, if you know, with a restructured everything, and I mean, sure, I could definitely say that, but I guess they're right. Look at this: Kawhi, Paul George, Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, Covington, Jackson Batum, Zubac, and then adding anyone they had been title contender, but getting John Wall on a mid-level exception, I guess you could say, is fair, because John Wall is always injured. I get it, but the one thing everyone always talked about was, oh, his contract. The Clippers got John Wall, and they didn't have to pay that money, so I guess you could see that. Winner and loser, Utah Jazz. No. I think that the Utah Jazz kind of, they're a loser right now, but I think that long-term, this Jazz team is going to look pretty damn good. I think I like what is going on there with all of the draft picks they're getting. I think that all of a sudden 5 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, they're set up pretty nicely. So obviously you see that, you know, Gobert is probably the big name here, but they have 4 first-round draft picks, 3 unprotected. Walker Kessler is a young big here. I think that the Jazz, I would say the Jazz were winners, even though they lose, you know, year in, year out, defensive player of the year candidate, best shot blocker in the league in Rudy Gobert. I think that the Jazz played it pretty damn well, because, you know, these guys didn't want to be in Utah long term. We had heard so much smoke, or seen so much smoke, there's got to be fire about guys wanting out, and, you know, being able to keep Mitchell. We'll see if they actually do retool the roster around him, but they still have a star in him. Winner Timberwolves. See, I think that that's the case too. I think the Jazz and the Timberwolves benefited each other for sure. Karl-Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, and now Rudy Gobert. That's a damn good 1 through 4 in terms of your best players, for sure. Like, come on. And loser Brooklyn Nets, hey. It is so true. What are the Nets doing? Look at these two guys. You would see these two, you know, all say all bias and all sort of off court and all BS like that aside. You'd look at these two and be like, damn, they're on the same team. That is a contending team. My Boston Celtics said, no, you know what? Let's sweep the floor with these losers. Oh my God, it is tough that they both want out. And you could forget any bit of any other players or anything like that, right? Kobe Bryant, I see his name right here, it made me think of it. Kobe Bryant is not part of this, but Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the fact that both those guys want out and most likely are going to be out, oh my God, if I'm the Nets front office, I'm like, what the F did we do? Oh my God, it is so tough. They have to be the biggest loser of free agency, and it's like nothing has even truly happened yet. Like, they're gonna lose even more. These two stars don't even want to be on the trade, right? Or the team, right? And yet they're still on the team and they're already the biggest losers. The minute these guys leave, they're gonna get in, like, I don't know, for Kyrie to get in a Russell Westbrook. They might even lose more because Westbrook is where he is in his career. So it is puzzling to me that the Nets are where they are, and it kind of sucks because they had a good thing going. LeVert, didn't even Jared Allen, like, they had 3 youngish Dinwiddie, LeVert, Allen, guys that they probably could sort of grow with, add a star in there. Maybe that's the case, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they said, no, let's take the hijacking superstar approach, and kaboom, blew up in their face. So you do love to see that. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below if I missed any, or if Bleacher Report missed any, I guess, if you agree with anything that I said, anything like that. And again, let me know. I do want to know what you think the biggest thing, the biggest splash so far in free agency has been. It could be a trade, signing, extension, anything like that. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.